How's it going, folks? So, I'm going to be checking out the latest song here from the band Starborn Legion. The name of the song is Urania. I've checked out this band before, and it's always interesting to see what they're releasing and stuff. So, I'm excited to check this out. Apparently, I mean, they're working on like a new album and things like that. But, I actually feel kind of bad because when I brought up the video to get it ready and all that stuff, I noticed it had 666 views. So I'm ruining that. I'm number 667. So it never feels good to ruin something like that. But it is what it is, I reckon. So let's see what we got here, shall we? Rangers, go. Pretty cool song there, nice and heavy and all that. What really, really impressed me were the vocals. Man, the vocals sounded great. Great range, great delivery, has a bit of an aggression there in the delivery of the vocals, which suited the heavy nature of this song. And again, that range, those high notes and all that, vocals were just killer in this song. That really, really stood out to me quite a bit. So I love the vocals here. I also like in the very beginning, the way it kind of starts and it gradually builds, adding different instruments as it goes, with that voice kind of saying things. It has this sort of cyber kind of feel to it, and especially with the lyric video, you see all the numbers and stuff across. So it definitely came across as this kind of cyber, sort of vibe and all of that. But yeah, it's like when the guitar started, really cool riff, and then the bass chimed in, and I loved that bass line. It was awesome. And then the drums kick in, and then kind of everything gets going, and you have a real nice kind of rhythm to the music, a solid tempo and all that. And yeah, I really like the guitar work in this song. The heaviness was well done. All the musicianship was really good. And I like how there was a little bit of symphonic elements in the background. It's very, very kind of removed from the front, which is like the guitar and all that stuff, but you can hear it, and it kind of gives a nice roundness to the sound, and it also helps kind of come across the scale of the song, and sort of what they're talking about and all that. So I thought that was really cool as well. The verses, I enjoyed the verses. They had a nice rhythm to them, and they suited the song and whatnot, and it built up to the chorus, which the chorus might grow on me over time. It's not a bad chorus, it's decent. It just, I guess it doesn't quite separate itself enough from the verses as far as the style goes, because the melody's a bit different, but just the way that it's approached, it has a similar kind of feel or vibe to the verses. So maybe a little something in there to separate it a little bit more from the verses, instead of feeling a little bit kind of like a run-on from the verses themselves. I think that would have helped make the chorus pop a bit more. But as it stands, it's not a bad chorus, so I'm not really critiquing it too much. I think it could have used a little bit something extra in there. But, like I said, as it stands, not a bad chorus. And again, the vocal work is just really stellar. And, again, I love the guitar work and all of that. The only thing with this song I feel like is the bridge. I think a different approach to the bridge would have helped quite a bit, because it was really cool the way the bridge started. The music kind of died down a little bit, and you had this sort of electronic vibe was going, which also kind of hammered home the vibe of the song, and again, that cyber kind of computer sort of feel. So that started up, and I was like, oh, this is cool. But it didn't go long enough, because it just went a little bit, and then before you could really kind of start jiving with it, the heaviness kind of kicks back in with the guitars and stuff. And it felt like that section with the electronic elements and whatnot, I feel like that should have been allowed to really kind of breathe and really kind of change the mood of the song just a little bit. It felt like a nice kind of change of pace, and I think I really think that should have just been longer, and maybe add a little bit more of electronic stuff in there, or just a touch, because it was nice having the break from like the heaviness, but then it kicks back in like too soon, to where that little section they put in there didn't have time to really have an impact on the song. So I think it would have been cool to make it a bit more atmospheric, let that last longer with the electronic elements, and really kind of add a new dynamic to the song. And then maybe go from there right into kind of like a guitar solo. Like everything kind of kicks back in and there's like a guitar solo and all that stuff. And then you get the final chorus, because all of the vocals in the bridge felt like too much. It just felt like, I probably would have taken out the vocals entirely in the bridge, because the song itself, it's very wordy. There's a lot of lyrics, happening, and so when you have that one moment with the electronic stuff, like I said, and then the heaviness kicks right back in right away, and then you start getting more vocals, and then you had like a little mini solo kind of in there, brief, very brief, like instrumental, and then more vocals in the bridge. It just felt like too much. So I think just having letting the music kind of have a turn, in the song, going from that more kind of electronic sort of atmospheric vibe into like boom, then the heaviness comes back in, and you get like a solo and stuff, and that ramps right up into the final chorus and all that, that feels grand, because it sounded great, there at the end with the final chorus. So I really think that bridge could have been restructured just to really, change the dynamic of the song a little bit, instead of throwing back in the heaviness super quick and then a lot more vocals in there when there's already, like I said, it is quite wordy, the song, so there's already quite a bit of vocals. So it just, again, I guess it kind of makes it feel like the song is just running on still, and not really having a lot of dynamics in there. So really the bridge is the only spot that, I have some critiques that I think it definitely could have been restructured to add a new element to the song. But, aside from that, the musicianship was great. I like the sound of all of the instruments, and they did a good job with that, and the vocals were killer. So, yeah, not a bad song. I certainly enjoyed listening to it. I'm looking forward to what they're cooking up there, as far as working on a new album and stuff. So time will tell, but I'm looking forward to it. Let me know, folks, in the comments down below. What do you think of this song? How's it stack up to other songs you've heard from this band? Are you excited to see, what they're working on album-wise? Let's talk about it all, and I'll catch you next time. Ranger out.